What's up, y'all? I'm Travis Denning.
Hi, guys. I'm Pat Schlapper, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro.
We're here at the St. Croix Customer Appreciation Day, and we went fishing this morning. We're going to talk about fishing and really how we got into it and our love for it and all that good stuff.
What got you into it, or how long you been fishing?
I've been fishing on and off my whole life, but honestly, I feel like I fell in love with it like way later on. It was kind of like when I was like 20 years old. It was right before I moved to Nashville, and I was playing a lot of shows on the weekends and stuff. And honestly, like my hobby and whatnot was playing music. And so I got to that point where I was just like burned out on like, I didn't do anything during the week, other than book shows and write songs. And so I started fishing, and, it's one of those things where my father, before I was born, like he fished like crazy, did local tournaments, loved it. He told me a time about him and my mom recarpeting his bass boat, and mom did not enjoy that at all. And it was just so weird how I kind of fell in love with it, really without him putting it on me, and I think it just, that kind of love ran in the blood a little bit. And so I fished a lot when I was like 20. I moved to Nashville, got really busy trying to make a living and make a career. And it pretty much as soon as the pandemic rolled back around and we were off the road, it was the first time in years that I hadn't toured that much. It was an opportunity for me to kind of dive right back in. And so now I'm just SOL because now we're back on the road, and my dreams of pro angling have just disappeared. I got to go back to singing.
Yeah, well, you're a good fisherman, though. We went out today. Jesse called me and asked if I would take a country singer out fishing. It's like, yeah, I'll go do that. And when you do something like that, you never really know what you're going to get into.
Yeah.
And when he got in the boat, I'm like, all right, he kind of looks like a fisherman, outdoorsman. And when I gave him a rod, he held it right, and I didn't have to do anything. I just told him how to retrieve the bait, and he caught one within probably 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was you were tying on.
Yeah, I was still tying the bait on, and he caught one. So I'm like, all right, this is gonna be a good day. And then we caught him pretty good.
We did good. We were in the teens for sure. We're just shy of 20, I think.
Yeah, you got big fish, and you probably caught more than me. But yeah, it was.
But I was doing all your stuff though.
Wow.
You're like, throw that there, do that there. And,
you had never caught him on a spy bait or a hair jig, and you caught him on it. So that says a lot about. Trust me, I've been in the boat with people that, they don't do that.
Yeah,
it's not easy to pick up on a new technique and catch them right away. So I was honestly pretty impressed.
It was just so wild coming up here. Like, I've never fished this far north in my life, and just sitting there and us being in 10 feet of water and you can see the bottom clear as day. That was so nuts. I mean, in Tennessee and Georgia, if you have 1.5 feet of visibility, you're like, oh, crystal clear waters today.
It's a different world up here. I told you, even when you hook a 2-pounder and you can see them out there, you think it's a giant one.
Yeah.
And they're fighting, them smallies are fighting, you see them in that clear water. It's just, that was the first day I got to fish in Wisconsin all year. I've been on the road since January, and I still remember how to catch them, so that's good. But I missed that feeling of clear water fishing, and it was fun. It was a good day.
That has to be pretty nuts. Like, just to tour and just all the time, different world essentially. I mean, that's gotta be so nuts just to change and like adapt and do all that.
You learn to be very versatile. A lot of different techniques. We fished a lot of different rivers, and we fished a lake attached to the Gulf. I mean, which was brackish water. We fished all over the place, and now we're heading to New York here in a couple weeks, where then it'll be more of this type of clear water smallmouth fishing, I'm hoping. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. The diversity of fishing that we face around the country.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
One thing I picked up today when we were fishing, like, you can tell, and this is where I just totally fail at, like when you and I would pull up to a spot, I mean, we'd throw for 5 minutes, and if it wasn't happening, you're like, we gotta go. We're in a spot. And I mean, that's just, I guess, just it's like the pressure of the tour. And like, it's like you go like, dude, I'm here to work and grind it out and catch fish. And
it's kind of, when, like, today we only had 3 hours.
Right, yeah.
And I'd never fished that lake this time of year. So in most time when them fish were there, when we pulled up, we caught them right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was immediately.
So it wasn't like you had to mill around.
I mean, we had 2 first cast spots.
Yeah.
You had one and I had one. I mean, that was awesome. Of course, I caught the rock bass.
You did. He never caught a rock bass either. He didn't know what he had.
So it came up, and I got excited thinking like, oh, cool, I've never caught one of these. And then the smell hit me. And I'm like looking at Pat going like, what the hell is this? Like, this is disgusting. And he's like, yeah, they're really gross. And I popped the jig out of his mouth and threw him back in the water.
I
So
thought I was going to have to bring you back to shore and find some soap.
God, I was just like, good Lord. I'm like, it smells like a dog or something, like a wet dog.
A little different. Yeah.
You caught yours on the front deck, and I was just like,
you went as far away.
I was like, that is so. But it happens, you know.
Yeah, that was we caught smallmouth and 2 rock bass.
Yeah, 2 rock bass. And then a muskie scared the crap out of us. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
That's what I told you. It's like I have never muskie fished in my life. I've watched every YouTube video about it because it's so intriguing to me because I'm just like, it's a dinosaur in the water.
Giant.
It's
addicting. A lot of people, I mean, I did it a lot of my life growing up. You know, growing up in northern Wisconsin, I caught a lot of them. And I used to be obsessed with it. And then once I got into the tournament world, I don't really do it anymore. But I know people that, I mean, they'll fish for weeks without catching one. Like, to me,
just hoping that big one comes out.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I don't want to throw baits the size of my arm. Back when I did it, like a booker tail was a big bait or a suet. Now you get laughed at if you throw that. So, yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. I'll just bass fish.
Yeah, I'm at that point in my life where if 12 o'clock hits and I ain't had a bite, lunch sounds really good. Yeah. I saw a video the other day. It's like this guy said, I'll give you a perfect technique how to have a great day fishing when they're not biting. You put your boat on your trailer and you go home. So, but man, yeah, I had a blast and that was fun, man. I hope we get to do it again for sure.
You get up here, if you come up again, we'll go fish for the day.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get out and find some bigger ones.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fun.
And like you said, if I get a couple more hits, I'm putting my face on your boat.
We already got a sponsorship deal worked out.
We've got it.
Big hits.
The Denning bite boat. I don't know, something like that.
Right on the truck, on the pole. And we'll just run it. I'll follow you around on tour when I'm not fishing.
There you go.
That's fine with me.
Perfect. I have been trying to figure out logistically, can the boat travel in a trailer behind the bus?
Oh, yeah.
I think, because like I've kicked that idea around. That seems so logistically not great for me right now, but I'm going to do it at some point in my life.
Someone to drive it around.
Exactly. Actually, that makes perfect sense.
I mean, it's easy.
That makes sense, man. Well, dude, I had a blast fishing with you.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised when you got in the boat and started catching them, and I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, I got to go buy some spy baits and hair jigs now. I didn't even know what a spy bait was.
Man, what the heck is that?
I was like, is he Russian or something? I don't know. Yeah. I didn't know what it was.
No, man, you started getting them right away, and then you couldn't put it down.
I know, man. I know. I was like, that's where I mess up too, because I sit there and go like, and I told you like, back home, like I'm always gonna at least try a shaky head with a crawl bait or like a worm or something, because I just think like, man, if they've been on it before, and I've definitely had times in the summer and like early winter where I just screw myself because I get so obsessed with this idea, and like, man, I can't imagine what that's like being on the tour, doing things like that, and going like, you just have to make decisions and go with it.
And just go on your instincts. And like today, I mean, I drug around that Ned rig a lot, and I think I maybe caught 2 on it.
Yeah.
They wanted something up higher in the water column. They wanted something moving. So that's just from experience of fishing on these clear water lakes.
Totally.
But there are times where I won't pick either of them up.
Right.
You know, here in a couple months or a month, I won't throw a hair jig anymore. I mean, it's kind of the tail end of that bite right now for the most part. So, yeah, that just goes with years of experience and fishing different places. And, you know, where you're at, the water's not as clear, so they're not going to chase a little hair jig around.
Right.
You know, they're going to eat something on the bottom or something.
It's got to come across their face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a different world up here when we have crystal clear water. I mean, it's just a lot of people come out here and fish and they're shocked.
Right.
It's like a bathtub. I mean, you can, like you said, see the bottom in 10, 15 feet.
Well, and we sight fished that one bass on that bed, and he was like black as asphalt, and it was just it was so crap. I mean, he saw the boat, didn't care, you know, and we worked him for a good 5 minutes.
I don't know.
That was so cool.
Tied on the secret bait.
Heck yeah, the super secret one. Yeah. You got to buy a ticket to a show to find out what that one was.
One cast.
We did. We threw it out. And I felt it. I said, I think he's got it. You're like, he's got it.
You got him. Yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
So if you got it, I mean, and this is such a dumb question, but you got to fish 3 things for the rest of your life. What are you throwing?
Well, Just bass in general, or smallmouth?
Just we'll say smallmouth.
Okay,
We'll say
smallmouth. I gotta have a jerkbait, a Ned rig. That's 3 is tough. If I had 4, it'd be a hair jig and a drop shot.
Yeah,
that would be what I would pick.
Yeah,
largemouth, it'd be a jig, probably a football jig.
Yeah,
it would probably be some sort of Texas rig stick bait, a crankbait, and a chatter.
Yeah, I'm there with you on chatterbait.
Yeah, chatterbait's tough to beat.
They just catch big fish, man.
They catch big fish. They catch a lot of them. They're fun to fish. They're versatile.
Yeah,
good lure.
You don't miss a lot of hook sets.
And we got a really good chatterbait rod. Really good.
Oh yeah, I just got me one actually. It's getting shipped to my house.
Which one did you get? The Mojo or the Legend? Or
Which one was it? Legend?
Legend HM.
The Legend HM.
Yeah, I've been running the Mojo class. I love it. Yeah, it's real good. I got 2 of them, and they're good.
I'm pretty fired up. They all got my name on them too.
See, I don't. If I write my name on
it. Yeah, did they have your name on it? Yeah.
Then I would have my name on it. But no, I'm just I'm low man.
I'm pretty excited. So that way when someone steals it off my boat at the boat ramp, they'll be like, oh, this is Travis's rod. I stole it.
Yeah, you can sell it on eBay.
Yeah, exactly. For way less. It devalues it. So that's why they gave them to me. Well, hey, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to this live stream and hopefully see y'all next year.
You're playing tonight here.
Yeah, I'm playing tonight. I go on at 6 o'clock. So if y'all are in the area nearby, come on. I'm going to sing some songs.
I won't be singing. I'll probably be hanging around. You don't want me singing or dancing.
You don't want me dancing either. But I'll be singing at 6, so we'll see you there.